Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had done battle with a band of snake cult units, and we are now going to be heading on into the tavern because I believe we can... Oh my, a Knight of the Ebony Gauntlet? That is fantastic. I would really love to get some of these guys, but... it's not going to happen, is it? We exist to serve the greater good of the whole of humanity, though I suppose that sounds a bit pompous. We consider ourselves above petty matters and politics, the squabbles of kings and queens. What of the Noldor? Filthy tree rats hiding in the shadows. They're like a curse. That red plague which damn near ended life in Pendor came from them, I'd wager. They ever lurk in ambush. Only way to deal with Noldor is a bolt between the eyes. Yet some scholars embrace the elder knowledge of the Noldor and claim to have reached enlightenment from it. The only true enlightenment for a Noldor is the light let into his skull from my morning star. Till the day they all lay dead, I will fight them. I will stand with my shield brothers. Hell, I'll even stand with the hammers. They may be dressed up as commoners. Well, they may be dressed up commoners, but they sure can swing those hammers of those. The sound of one of their hammers crushing a Noldor ranger's head is poetic, to say the least. Thank you for clearing that up for me. Oh yes, thank you very much. Okay, now, as we can see here, this particular person has maybe a job for us. Do you know of anyone in need of a healer? Aha, the poor chap likely will have to become a guard now. He needs first aid. Oh, there we go. 243 dinars. You work several hours tending to your patient and are paid 243 dinars for your trouble. That is fantastic. Actually, we're having to wait right now. Also, amazingly enough, there were no looters around Sarlian, but it appears as though they didn't really like our work there for some reason. I definitely took out 2 robber parties, as we know, but unfortunately it appears as though there was another one that we couldn't actually see at the time, so, well, that's a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Can we actually do it again? No, nothing at this time. Ah, of course, of course. Okay, so what news can you share? I've counted a few people. If you are in a hurry, try speaking to the merchants or stewards. Sometimes they hear nuggets of information. Okay, well, I think the best thing we can probably do is head on over to Marius Imperator, perhaps, or maybe speak to the Guildmaster once again. He's probably going to have the similar job. Ah, well, no, we could actually do this. Yeah, this is going to be... yeah, okay. We are going to have to do some of these off-screen at some point, because otherwise we are just going to do this all the time, which is, well, somewhat repetitive, I would say, but at least we will be able to advance a little bit. You never know. So let us get this cattle herd over to Laria. Now, Laria is, of course, going to be over there. Yes, that is a Kingdom of Sarlian town. So let's just stop off at Glunmar real fast, get a couple more recruits there. Now, bear in mind, we only have 450 dinars, so we're going to try and do everything we can to gain more money. And also, I have no horse, so we're probably going to do battle with some units if we can find some, and maybe, just maybe, we will be able to gain a horse or 2 from the loot. And obviously we do have, what is it, 7 in looting? That is just absolutely insane, and I would love to be able to make good use of that. Obviously we are intended to be a looter, technically, so it would be fantastic if we could encounter a couple of units and, well, make good use of that. So I'm going to try and stay alive next time around as well, and see whether we get better loot next time if we decide to attack something. But obviously against the snake cult, it was almost impossible, in my opinion, to stay alive. Those guys were so powerful that really, what could we do? I mean, unless you want to hide somewhere, but yes, didn't really want to do that. Oh, there appears to be something going on here. Ooh, the Empire is sieging against the Kingdom of Sarlian. Wow, they are really meaning business right here. Well, we definitely want to stay out of the way, I would say. At least for now, we are not enrolled in any kind of mercenary work or anything like that. Ooh, we have some forest bandits here. I would like to do some damage to those guys. Yes, thank you very much. We have actually encountered them without any assistance this time, which is fantastic. The vassals and various lords around the land appear to be quite active in their pursuit of bandits and various other bands of terrible, terrible characters. Yes, unscrupulous characters. And let's see here. We have 31 infantry. Okay, that should be fine. Well, considering they have actually quite a lot of units here, it is, well, quite a lot of mounted units, shall we say. This is not going to work, is it? It's not going to work anytime soon. Oh, no, there's a little bit of damage, and there's some more damage. That's very nice. And maybe we can get the last hit. No, never mind. Okay, well, we're going to try and deal some damage with our sword if we can. Look at that damage. That is literally no damage whatsoever. There we go. We didn't actually take him out, unfortunately enough, but yes, one of our recruits gained the experience for that, which is absolutely fine, no problem at all there, but now we are just going to have to deal with the huge amounts of ranged units. Well, not huge amounts, but they have 4, and they should be able to take out one of our mercenary Highlanders if we allow them to. Whoa, look at that guy, he's just going in there. Come on, we must prevent him from being taken out. I spent a lot of money on those guys. We need to make sure they pay off. There we go. Excellent. Okay, that seems pretty good to me. And hopefully a couple of our units will level up from this action as well. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get a couple more. There is a lovely horse. There we go. That's exactly what we need. Unfortunately, it does require riding too, so we're going to have to wait and see what we can do about that in future. Now, let's just see here. Is this better? No, it doesn't appear to be. This is, however, better, isn't it? Not really. It's, what is it, 3 more body armor to lose 5 leg armor. I think we're fine with what we have right now, but we are going to be taking as many of these pieces of loot as we can. And obviously selling that at Laria when we arrive. Now, we still have the cattle herd behind us, which is fantastic. Everything is going quite well, but yes, as soon as I say that, you know what's going to happen. A snake cult party is going to come out of nowhere and say hello. Hopefully not. Let us see. So, let us head on into Laria, and we are going to be selling first, I think. Ooh, not selling that, though. Yes, that is going to be an absolutely fantastic piece of torso armor once we actually get to 12 strength. It's going to take a while, I feel, but it's going to be worth it. And we still don't have a horse, so this lance is not going to be useful. Of course, we don't even have the strength requirement for it yet either, so there is that to consider. And yes, we'll just sell all of that. We'll keep that horse. And there's a book. We could actually sell this book now, but as far as I'm aware, companions, I think, can actually read books in Prophecy of Pendor, so we need to be a little careful about that. We currently do not have any companions, so I cannot test that, but I seem to remember something along those lines, so let's try and, well, hold off on selling it for now, but we are going to just get this group of cattle over here. 88, in fact. 88 cattle, that is very impressive, I have to say. Okay, so now let us head into the Guildmaster here and see if we have another job. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, yes, I really do love these missions because they give you such a huge lump sum that you're very easily able to... Oh, yes, they do give you 660, which is fantastic. So, let's do that. I do not want to wait here for some time. That was a misclick, but we are going to be heading on to... Where was it? Thule? Or something along those lines? Wait a minute. Ransom Girl. Yule! Aha, not Thule, it's Yule. Okay, so let's show on the map where that is. Where is that? Yule is all the way... Oh, no. No! That is terrible. It is all the way down here in Fierdsvane territory. Well, that's actually not bad. But I am a little bit worried about getting there in 15 days. It's going to take us a long time to get there, and I'm a bit worried about having... Whoa, no. 6? 5.7. Oh, no. This is bad. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. Okay, let us get into Laria very, very fast, please. Oh, my. That was close. That was very, very close. That was a Jatu war tribe. Definitely want to be very careful of those guys. So let's go down this way instead. Oh, my. That was way too close for comfort. Oh. Okay, well, at least we know they are around now, so we have yet another party to look out for. And so let us head on over to many of our Empire villages, see if we can gain a couple of new recruits. And it seems as though they may have taken something from Sarleon. Have they taken Haringoth Castle from Sarleon? Maybe. I'm actually unsure about that, but yes, oh yes, we do need to take a look at the faction relations, because as you can see here... Oh. Okay. I thought we were actually going to see the overall... Yes, the overall relations between all of these guys, but yes, well, to cut a long story short anyway, 2 factions, including the Empire, have declared war against the Kingdom of Sarleon, so it may be that Sarleon is going to be the first faction to fall, but also you can see the numerous amounts of minor factions and their particular relations with us as well. The Noldor are obviously minus 20 right now. So yes, there's that to consider too. But we have recruited a couple of units from Ema, and we'll now head on to Beluga as well. Ah, we could attack some bandits. Okay, let's do that. Why not? We have to. We have to rid... Oh no. Yes, this is not particularly good. We are being bombarded by a huge amount of archers. Never a good sign, but hopefully our units will prevail with their overwhelming shield strength. Hopefully. Let's just make sure that we take out a couple of them. Yes, come on, take them out. There we go. Beartild the Lesser is able to get a couple of kills. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe, we will be able to. Yes, there's a little bit of damage, and there's another kill. Very nice. Okay, so maybe we'll be able to... Oh no, come on. Come on, guys. We need to rush their back lines. Let's do it. Yes, there's our mercenary Highlanders doing an excellent job as per usual. And a little bit of damage there from us. There we go. That sounds about right to me. And maybe we could... Oh, no. Well, we did luckily contribute to this particular attack. And, well, indeed defense, I suppose. Okay, so we are going to be refusing this, thank you very much, and gaining another 5, thank you. Well, that's pretty impressive, I have to say. And now, do we have enough food? Yes, I think we have enough food. Now, let's see here. Who has leveled up? A couple more militia, another infantry, that's pretty fine to me. And, oh, there is a Noldor house going after a band of units totaling, 31. Yeah, he's definitely going to have some issues there. I'm actually going to run the other way, because I have a feeling that that Noldor party is going to pursue us to the ends of the earth. So, let's just be more cautious about where we run to. And let's also head on over to Ahun village. We definitely want to get a couple more units there and make our way over. So, yes, how many days do we have left here? Oh, 13 days. That's absolutely fine. No problem at all there. Let's go to Tavern. Let's get another couple there. And I think we can actually head on now. We have 46, and we do have a party size of 74. So we should be able to field a lot more, but I'm a little bit worried about the weekly cost. If we decide that we want to recruit a couple more mercenaries at some point, then obviously we are going to have a couple of difficulties even funding our wages. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious and try to get around 50 units, maybe 50 elite units, try and level them up as much as possible. And as a result, I'm probably going to fight a couple of things off screen. Singalian slavers right there. Yes, that is exactly the reason why we need to be somewhat cautious. But also, we need to keep a lookout for things like that, because as you see, the Singalian slavers are actually more powerful than a lord from the Dashar. So, yes, they are definitely able to deal significant damage to us. As you can see, there are a couple of others here, too. Probably a reason why it was quite good not to start in Dashar territory, because these guys are fantastic. They are incredibly powerful. Who's that? Secular Knights? No! Why? 5.2? I'm moving at 5.3, so you can't catch me as long as I head over in this direction. Let us hope that we do not get trapped by some other party of units. Are we going to be lucky? Are we going to be lucky? Can we actually deal with these guys? Knights of Eventide? Not really. We might be able to. There's only 3 of them, but we only have a lot of recruits. Wait a minute. I think this is worth it. I think this is worth the risk, don't you think? Is this worth the risk? I don't know, because there's only 3 Knights of Eventide. They do have a Vanscree Warrior, but other than that, there's only 4 units that we have to take out. And as you can see, they have a Heretic Magnus, they have Worshippers, Minions, Brigands, Dashar Raiders. I think we are going to attack them. Are we? Are we going to attack them? I think we are. I think we are going to attack them. So let us just see if we can... yeah. See if we can lure them into nothing. Yeah. Lure them into nothing. I think we're probably just going to head on straight here and see what we can do. This is going to be quite painful, I feel. But we can try our very best. So what we're going to do as well is, let's see here. We definitely want to get them to stand closer. Thank you very much. Let's also do it on here. I feel like that's a little bit easier. Let's get them to stand very, very close so that we can stop all of their horsemen in their tracks. And we have no archers. We do have maiden warders who have crossbows, but really not going to make too much difference. Now, let's just see and hope that we can kill this guy very, very quickly indeed. Oh yes, there we go. There we go. He just got completely stopped right there. That is a Vanscree Raider. Let's see if we're able to deal some damage to him ourselves. Maybe we need to be a little careful about the fact that those Knights of Eventide are now coming in. Shall we swarm them? Let us swarm them. Swarm them, guys. Let's do this. Okay, I'm doing 0 damage to his horse, 0 damage to basically everything. But let's try some piercing attacks. Should we try some piercing attacks? That might make a difference, because piercing is obviously quite good to do. Now, let's see if we can hold this position. We need to make sure that we don't get separated, otherwise these guys are going to absolutely murder us. Now, we do want to make sure as well that these farmers are not going to get free damage on us either. So let's try and take out some of them. Yes. Yes, there we go. Okay, come on. Eliminate them. Or not. Get eliminated instantly. Wow. Okay. Well, that was pretty impressive, I got to say. Now, our troops are charging, which should be fine. But, yes, if we are not able to deal damage... Oh, yes, we've taken one of them off his mount. We should be better now. We should be better to take him out, hopefully. Come on, mercenary Highlander. We are relying on you, mostly. So, let us see whether we're able to deal some good damage here. Oh, one of the mercenary Highlanders was killed. Oh, yes, there we go. Both of them have been killed. That is wonderful. There we go. We've attained victory. We have actually attained victory in, well, a very, very profitable adventure here, because now we can get some Heretic Magnus units and some Worshippers, some Minions, and we can also get some Highwaymen, some Brigands, and various other things. That was a very, very lucrative opportunity that we pulled off, amazingly enough. I was really not anticipating us winning that, but yes, as soon as I got taken out, I thought to myself, oh, no, we're definitely going to have some issues here. And again, I got taken out, so our looting skill did not help us, which is actually really sad, but let's just try our very best to keep away from these guys now, because obviously I am injured, and I don't think our pathfinding is working. Oh, I think it is working now. That's great. So let's head on over to Shaquilla, and we're going to see if we can rest up a little bit before we head on to save the kidnapped girl. But first, I'd like to just make sure that we are not too slow. No, there we go. That is fine. Yes, we have to talk to Marius Imperator to explain the situation because we failed that quest. He's going to be very happy about that, isn't he? So, yes, we're going to need to make that up to him at some point in the future. But right now, I feel as though we are in a very good position. We have just attained 2 Heretic Magnus units, which are, in my opinion, some of the strongest units, so we're going to be quite happy about that. Unfortunately, as you see, the wages are now quite a lot. Quite a lot. So we are going to need to make some good inroads in gaining a lot of money before the next wage is taken. So we're going to be heading through High Pass Fortress here. I feel as though this is the quickest way to get around, and hopefully the least likely path to get harassed by any kind of unit in the vicinity. So let us travel down to Yule here. And we are going to... Wait a minute. It's nearby Yule, isn't it? Okay, who's that? 30 units. Okay, we can deal with 30 bandits, surely. You release the girl first. Yes, let's see here. I have no intention to pay you anything. I demand that you release the girl now. Yes, there we go. So we have 67 versus 30. This should be fine, as we have Heretic Magnus, as you can see here. Oh, yes, they are fantastic. I really do want to try, if we can, to make peace with the heretics, and maybe if we just can, in some way, I have no idea whether they've changed that, but in some way to be able to recruit some heretic units as well. That would be fantastic. Become some sort of crusading heretic across the land. That would be very cool, but I'm not entirely sure whether they've changed anything to that effect, because before the heretics were just an enemy that you couldn't really deal with in any other respect from other than fighting them, obviously. But we're gonna see if we can deal some damage with our amazing throwing skill, of course. Let's get, whoa, there we go. Let's get into first person. I think we can actually just charge in straight here, because really there's nothing we can do apart from just go straight on in and see if we can attack these guys. Or maybe not. Apparently my aim is absolutely fantastic, as you can plainly see. How was he able to deal so much damage there? Well, I have no idea. He seemed to be able to keep us from blocking. I had block up, so not entirely sure what was going on there, but yes, it appears that this is one of those times when I'm just going to be eliminated in every single battle. It's one of those series where I just get eliminated all the time, but I suppose that is just because I want to get some action. I want to have some action. I think that would be really cool, but there we are. There we are. It's not too bad at all. We were able to gather quite a significant amount of loot, even without our looting skill, so I suppose that's not all bad. Probably would have gotten a lot more. And let's head on into Windholm and sell a little bit of our loot. And then we'll see where we go from there. There we go. Okay, so we have a spear here that we can already use, but we have no horse still, so yeah, we're just going to be leaving that. Is that a better one? Yes, that is actually a better lance. Even though it has less damage, it is hugely reaching, as you can see. 258 reach in comparison to, I think it was 190 something, so yeah, probably want to do that. We could probably also use this Rusty Morningstar. It has piercing damage. That's a lot better than cutting damage, in my opinion, at least. And let's see, what else can we get here? Well, we can just sell a lot of things, I suppose. Definitely don't want to sell that very good armor, so gonna have to watch out for that. I have sold things in the past by mistake, so yes, there we are. 420. Yes, 420 dinars. Okay, so let's get some fish and some grapes, just to keep the variety up a little bit here. And let's head into the tavern just to make sure... Oh, there's a Donya. Hello. Welcome back. There we are. That is fantastic. So we're not going to be talking to anyone else here as far as I'm aware, because this guy right here, he's probably going to cost around 9,000 or something along those lines. This guy also probably around 3. So, yeah, not going to be able to do anything there. Can you teach me any poems? Teach me that... Oh, no, I don't actually want to learn any poems, because that's going to cost 300 dinars, and we currently... Yeah, we don't really have that, so we're just going to have to deal with it. Level up a couple of units. Ooh, Ravenstern Kierguards now. Excellent, as you can see. They level up into the best Ravenstern units by the looks of things there. We have gained a Donya back, so everything's looking up apart from the fact of my HP. My HP is very, very certainly looking down. And with that, I will end this episode off here. And so I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.